suffering their first loss here the other night against Logan Palco in a long time.
Ending a 15-game winning streak for the JV boys.
So, as Rudd,
quick turnover.
Rudd's quick to knock this one into
Spiked
the bench.
It down at Tallheim.
And let's go run through some of those starters here for Northern Valley. We have Gabriel Rudd is a 6'3" sophomore. Aaron Hendrickson is a 5'8" senior. Jason Cox wears number 22. He's a 6-foot sophomore. Kenton Tallheim, a 6-foot sophomore. And number 33, the big man in the middle, Drew Skimper, is a 6'1" sophomore as well. Flip it over here to Arapahoe Warriors. Number 4, who's inbounding the ball now, is Taylor North, a 5'8" sophomore. Feels like I got a... Also on the court for the Warriors, number 23, Eli Schaefer, a 6-foot freshman. This three-pointer's a little short for Skimper. Rudd cleans it up and scores. First 2 points of the game go to Gabriel Rudd.
Was that all of them?
No, I'm not even close.
I haven't done a good job keeping track. I've been trying to run the camera, or else I would have taken over for
Number
you.
5, Dylan Baugh, is a 6-foot junior. He's a big man in there with the beautiful hair.
He might have been the one picking up the foul right there, I believe. Yep.
Is that who they got? First. They got Baugh?
Yeah.
He's got some nice-looking hair. Jason Cox is envious.
Yeah, good mullet matchup here in the JV game. Tallheim lets one fly, doesn't get it to go. Jason Cox at the rebound finds Drew Skimper down low with 4 Warriors around him, but gets the 2 points.
Mateo Vincent, a 5'4" junior, also out there for the Warriors. And I'm missing one more player, and that's number 22, Chris Herms.
Tallheim with the steal, taking it against Vincent, but it's going to stay here with the Huskies as Vincent got a piece of it with his leg. And for the Warriors is number 15, Josiah Goshert. Sorry to interrupt you there, Clint.
No, Josiah's already into the game.
Josiah's already into the game.
Josiah's a 6'2" senior. Trying to get caught up here and get my
gonna stick here with
highlighter in action so I know which names to go at.
Yeah, really quick turnaround between the girls' game and the boys' game.
I wasn't ready. I tried to go get a hot dog at the concession stand, but the line was about 12 deep. So
it's good to see a lot of people here.
I missed one bucket here. Tallheim's going to cash in the mid-range jumper. Who hit the other one?
Drew Skimper got the second bucket for the Huskies. Nice pass by Jason Cox down low to him on that one. Mateo Vincent lets one fly, just a little left on that one. Good rebound by Hendrickson. Going to go the other way with Tallheim. Finds Drew Skimper down low. Goshert might have got away with a little bit of a foul there, but doesn't matter. Skimper makes it anyway.
Skimper does an excellent job of using that left hand on that left side block. Shields the player with the right hand and scores up and easy with the easy one.
Tallheim with the block on Mateo Vincent, but good drive by Vincent. Baugh with the rebound and gets this one to go. Just a short little, 5-6 footer.
Cleans up the mess, does Baugh, and he'll score there for the Warriors.
As you were talking about, good pass there by Tallheim. Finds Jason Cox cutting in, and he gets 2 points.
I had my head down, and they score again.
Scoring too quick for you.
Northern Valley quickly out 10-2 here with just 3 minutes gone by in this junior varsity action. As the junior varsity boys tonight will play a full 4 quarters. And Side says it's Northern Valley's basketball.
Yeah, Eli Schaefer kind of fell down trying to gather that one, so ended up pushing it out a little bit. Tallheim takes it up the court. Just goes through the hands of Jason Cox. Wasn't ready for that one. I think he was kind of thinking about his next move before he gathered the ball in entirely. So it's going to be the Warriors' ball as Mateo Vincent sets up the offense, trying to put some points on the board to stick with the Huskies early in this one. Vincent goes over to the wing, picked up by Skimper. Over to Goshirt. Pick and roll play for the Warriors. Number 12, Chevy Whitman, handling the ball. Goes around the Huskies defense. Little floater there, can't get it to go. Tallheim quick to go the other way. Finds Rubb in the middle of the paint. He gets 2 points, 4 for him in the first quarter. We're going to have a timeout by the Warriors.
I had a 12-point clip with 3 minutes and 45 seconds off the clock.
A lot of scorers from a lot of different parts as well.
Is this what we messed with there a little bit? Trying to mess with our sound a little bit more. Hopefully, if we all try and pick at it, it'll work. And there's Gabriel Rudd that comes with a pick himself. And kick it back, Jason open for three. Nothing but the bottom of the net. But it forgot to go through the rim.
Whitman working against Jason Cox here. Cox bodies up against him in the corner.
And Northern Valley in that man-to-man pressure.
Gets him with the 5 seconds there. Good defense. Oh, no, we've got a timeout. Good heads-up play by the...
Cast is New Age Industrial.
I'll run the camera here for a little bit, and I'll let you switch on it because you hear it too.
Well, that sounds pretty good.
As the Warriors are going to have to play it in from deep in the corner. And the ball was thrown out of bounds, couldn't find ball. So Northern Valley will get it back. As Tallheim to set the offense. Almost had an interception there by David Van Patten. Inside to Skimper.
Don't see him miss from there very often.
The Drew in the Drew zone could not make it. Tallheim trying to squeeze one where there was no room to squeeze it.
Catches number 23,
Schaefer.
A new player. Eli Schaefer back into the game.
Schaefer had his hands all in that one. Hendrickson, nice pass inside to Rudd. He'll turn around, bank shot, good. 6 points for Rudd here early.
Rudd does a great job of using his vertical to get over the defender and rise up to the basket. He's a pretty athletic kid. I don't think he gives himself enough credit, honestly, for it.
Extremely athletically gifted kid at 6'2".
He makes another athletic play there, diving into the passing lane.
They've got him at 6'3", actually.
Must have been
tonight.
the hair.
It is, and he does have some very nice hair.
Not the mullet game, but
they get it in. Feed the hot hand is right. This one's off the side of the rim, no good. And Vincent will key it up here now to Baugh. Goshirt now all into the corner that tries to get to Baugh, but Rudd picks it off, and he'll go all the way to the rim and score from the left side. Use the right hand, but it don't matter. He's got 10. No, he doesn't. Sorry. It's a little too excited. He only has 8.
something to look forward to here.
That's right. It's Baugh. He's got the only bucket here for the Warriors. Couldn't make that one from the block. Skimper to rebound and push to Cox. Baseline little jump shot. No good. Rattled around and could not find its home.
Pass almost got away from Whitman there, but he ends up getting it back. Gives it to Mateo Vincent.
So Whitman now on the wing. And Jason Cox tries to go around him and strip it, but it'll be corralled in the backcourt by Goshirt. Dribble handoff now to Vincent. Working on Tallheim, but Tallheim does a great job of moving his feet. Baseline jump shot, no good. Tallheim with a rebound. and he will push on the left side. Nobody's going to mark him. He'll dribble around until he finds an open shot on the baseline, but cannot make it.
Yeah, Tallheim is a great facilitator for this team with his eyes up when he's flying down the court, looking for someone whose maybe defender is a little slow to get back, the easy scoring opportunity.
Swing it around here to Hendrickson. He'll fire the three in rhythm. I thought that might have a good chance of going, as Northern Valley's doing a good job of sharing the basketball. They find Skimper at the high post now, and they'll go all the way around to Cox, and now back. They keep moving it back and forth till they can find an easy one for Skimper. Just off the mark tonight.
Got to get a little closer. He was making them better from the block.
He got to rise his level of intensity here a little bit. He looks like he's just kind of sleepwalking through this one. Subs galore in here for the Warriors. Let's run them down. Looks like Taylor in the game.
As well as number 22. That would be
Tanner North is in there.
getting the bulletin up here.
Rathburn is in there.
Yeah, Rathburn.
Yeah. And that
comes to no ATM fees nationwide. And don't forget to ask about Equity Bank Insurance, which offers an array of insurance products from home, auto, farm, business, and crop insurance. Why not stop by at Almena or Norton's locations and visit them online at equitybank.com to let them show you why equity means more.
The late entry here into the second quarter is Brody Preston comes running off the bench to field that pass by Hanson. They're both in there, as well as Caden Lowry is making his first appearance tonight. And Rudd up.
There's your 10 points.
There's the 10 points by Rudd. That laser in there. Nice shot by him.
Trenton Roskop handling the ball for the first time tonight for the Warriors. Came into the game. He's our only sub or new face that we haven't seen so far in this game for the Warriors.
They'll stay in a man-to-man situation here as Cox got it on the wing. Inside to Lowry. Tied up by Roskop. He just tried to take it from him and had a pretty good look at it. But they're going to say it was a held possession, which will give the ball to the Warriors.
Roskop takes the point. Working against Jeremiah Hanson. This pass is going to go over the head of Mateo Vincent.
I don't think he was quite ready for it.
Both of them kind of looked at each other with their hands up, like, I'm not sure what you wanted from me to do there.
Vincent will sit, and Tanner North will replace him.
Preston wastes no time getting across half court. Finds Hanson. This ball is taken out of the air like by Roskop as he rushes. Jump stop, kicks it out. That shot by Goschler is no good. Goschert. Jason Cox with a quick bucket here. Gabe Rudd with a big offensive rebound. And 12 points for him.
You're not going to stop him tonight.
That athleticism.
He went up there like a man to go get that rebound and just ripped it down.
Tanner North is going to get hit on the arm here. Caden Lowry will pick up his first foul.
So it'll be a shooting foul. North to the line. Lowry picks up his first, team first, as Northern Valley's out to a 20-2 lead.
High arcing shot, can't get it to go, just a little long. A lot of arc on that thing, though.
Number 30.
That's
Rathburn.
Lael Rathbun.
He's back in the game.
This one is just long as well, but Baugh gets the rebound. Gets it out to Roskop.
Flips it up and over his head, and good. Great there play by Roskop. Worthy of the instant replay. Look at that as he drives baseline, flips it up and in. Nice play by Roskop as he rips down the rebound on the other end. Tries to get another pass forward. It's just too much.
Yeah.
It's second or third time that's happened to Roskop. Trying to play maybe a little bit faster than what his teammates ready are. Yeah. So Trenton Roskop, a 6'4" freshman is all. Pull-up jump shot by Hendrickson, no good. Hansen tries to control the rebound, but pretty much just throws it out of bounds.
It's going to stay here. Oh,
No.
They corrected themselves.
No.
Refs yelled white, and I thought maybe Roscoff got a piece of it. You got to go with what the refs say, but they corrected it.
Yeah.
And it makes a lot more sense. North trying to find somewhere to go with the ball here.
Lowry's all over him.
Finds Baugh at the top of the arc. Over to Whitman, back to Baugh. Good give and go play there. Rudd with the block, but just came down on him a little too hard. You got to try to just stay a little more upright.
That's exactly what you got to do. You got to use those athletic arms and that athleticism to be able to jump real well, to be able to get that ball after it's out of his hands and not while it's still there. You're going to get a foul, even if you get it mostly ball at that point.
Yeah, refs don't like you seeing you come down onto the shooter.
It just does not work out well normally.
Not typically.
So Baugh goes to the free throw line where he misses his first opportunity. He does have one bucket here in this game.
North will sit, and Eli Schaefer will come back in for Arapahoe. Baugh lines up for the second shot.
Dylan will let fly, rattles around and good.
Had the shooter's touch on that one. Preston quick to try to get the ball to Hansen. Hansen's got good vert, but could not get as high as that one. I apologize about the camera.
I was still marking a free throw down, and
yeah, Preston was quick to get that one over there, and it ended up hitting the wall on the other side of the court.
Made the girls giggle over there in the court. That's what I know.
Yeah, nobody's safe with their popcorn walking back in, I guess. Roscoff sets up the offense. Finds Baugh. Over to number 22, that's Hermes.
And stolen there by Hendrickson all the way to the rim. Long, no good. Hansen rips a rebound away from the Warrior defender inside to Lowry. Has it partially blocked. And here comes Roscoff.
Roscoff picks up the dribble, doesn't know where to go with it. Good skip pass by him over to. That's Hermes again. Misses the shot, but a little bit of a scuffle for the ball. Ends up going off of the Huskies. It'll stay here as Kyle Spear comes into the game for the first time tonight for the Huskies. Caden Lowry will sit.
Number one, Kyle Spear into the ball game. Playing a man-to-man here. His man will fire the three-pointer. Long, no good. Baugh to get it. Blocked from behind by Preston.
Preston got a piece of that one.
Whoa.
Baugh should have got probably called for the charge there, I would say. But they're going to say they got him on the arm. Got away with a little bit of a shoulder shove there. And then he did get hacked.
He did get hacked.
There was a lot going on.
As Gabriel Rudd was over there next to Coach Sides, and I could read his lips. He says, stop swinging at the ball. Just go play defense.
Yeah. Blocks are the stat that everyone wants because you don't get a stat if you just go straight up and make a miss. But sometimes that's just as effective, if not more.
Baugh will miss this one. He's 1 for 4 from the line.
Good hustle
here
by Rudd there. He got rid of it out of his hands before they could call the travel.
They got to get it inside here, man. They got Kyle Spear and Gabriel Rudd.
Got the big man working.
That's where I'd go with the basketball. Beautiful pass by Brody Preston to find an open Rudd, but he couldn't make it.
Yeah, and that shot's worked really well for him tonight, so you cannot fault them for going back to it. That just couldn't get that one to go. As Rudd goes and tries to get a free throw, just can't really handle it going up with it. Preston gets a rebound, but trying to shoot pretty deep there, gets the air ball. Roscoff working against Hansen. Hermes against Spear. Tells Hermes to clear out. Roscoff wants Hansen one-on-one.
Great defense there by Spear will cause the turnover as it goes off of the Warrior player, number 22, Herms, and over to Northern Valley.
Goshert comes back in for Arapahoe. Hansen looking for somewhere to go with the ball to Preston. He finds Spear. Ba's going to take it, as Spear just couldn't find somewhere to go with it. Mateo Vincent also came back into the game. Took over point guard duty for the Warriors. This pass to Ba, working against Rudd. Vincent calls for it, but so does Roskop. Good give and go action there by Roskop and Vincent. Rudd pokes this one away. It's going to stay here.
So the Warriors will.
The Warriors? Just the
it's
Warriors.
a cross between the Baltimore Orioles and the.
Yeah, and they're going to get him for the charge on that one as he got away with it earlier.
Kind of clearing space is what Ba was doing there.
Which they'll let you do that a little bit, but you can't really duck down into him with the shoulder there.
I think
not in basketball anyway.
I think Preston was off balance. Otherwise, it's not such a big deal. But he was off balance, and when you caught him with that shoulder, he just had the ability to just go.
You also have to remember when we talked about it in the JV girls game. These Nebraska teams come down and sometimes they play a little bit of a different brand of basketball, a little bit more push and shove, and they get away with some stuff. And you come down here to Kansas, and sometimes it doesn't always, translate over near as well with the refs down here, as Gosher's going to get called for the travel. But I'm going to imagine that we're going to see some good physicality from both teams tonight in this one.
As Kyle Spear goes to the bench, Jason Cox comes in for him.
Cox with a good backdoor look there, but Gosher gets a hand in there. Vincent's on the ground as well as Hendrickson. Huskies come up with the ball. Jason Cox picks up the dribble, so he's going to have to just hand it off to Preston. Preston trying to cross up Roskop. Gabe Rudd inside, working against the long arms of Gosher. Rudd just rises above him. Can't get that one to go. Kind of gone cold a little bit in the second quarter.
But you're right. He just he did a little step-through move and then just rose above the competition there to get that shot off. He just couldn't make it.
Maybe just a little bit more arc on that shot.
This one's going to be stolen by Preston. Now Rudd's got it, looking for an opportunity to push his Northern Valley straight to the rim as Hansen leaves it short.
A lot of baskets left short here in the last couple of minutes.
Roskop with a nice step
Not that
back.
one, though.
That's a tough shot there by Roskop.
A little bit of a Kobe Bryant impression.
Yeah, that's a little Kobe impression as he goes off the off foot and drains it.
And there's Brody Preston, Steph Curry impression.
Speaking of draining it, I don't get to watch a replay off of a replay, so you're going to have to take our word for it. Brody Preston dropped a bomb of a three-pointer in.
And Ba with a good look there, just couldn't quite get it to go. Kind of surprised that it didn't go in. I think he is as well. Not a bad look, though. I'd definitely go back there if I was the Warriors. Hansen with the skip pass over to Rudd, gives it just to Jason Cox, working against Vincent. Vincent gets called for the foul.
Yeah, a little chuck up front.
Sometimes you just got to do it,
As Hendrickson's going to go to the bench, Caden Lowry will replace him.
That's just going to be Vincent's first foul.
Yeah, Vincent's fourth on the team.
A lot of physical basketball being played in the first half, but not a lot of fouls, which is great. Both teams, hustling around, hurrying to get to their man. A lot of man-to-man offense and defense in this one.
Good defense in there. Is that by 45? No, that's by 15. Gosher. And a three-point.
No, Tanner North with the two-pointer. Good look inside. Just found him on the post there. Good quick ball movement inside from the three. It almost looked like a three when you're just looking right up and you just see the ball in the air.
Well, I thought it was. Roskop is feeling hot after that little step back move here a little bit.
Crowd kind of wanted a little bit of maybe a double dribble, but I think he handled it well.
Northern Valley's out running with 43 seconds to go here in the first half. Trailer Jason Cox
Wastes no time with that one, does he?
No hair in his eye this time. He drains the three.
30 seconds left in the half. Huskies lead 26-9. Roskop and the Warriors are going to try to get something going. Going to get Hansen with the blocking foul. I believe his first.
Yep.
Team fourth.
just under 25 seconds to go here. It's a nice squeeze.
Warriors trying to carry a little momentum into the half.
Yeah, played a lot better second quarter than they did first quarter. Here's Roscomp with 13 and 12. He takes it to the rim, stops, dribble, beautiful left-hand pull-up jump shot. I'm sure we're going to see him in the varsity action here tonight. Hanson's going to have an opportunity to fire one as a fadeaway to the right. No good. Caden Lowry tries, but it's after the whistle.
We love seeing it, though.
We'll get back to some of those sponsors in a bit, but right now we've got basketball, man. Basketball.
Talking about basketball?
You better believe it. As Northern Valley starts with the second half, first possession here is a kickball going to be by Roscop. Nice to see that Roscop's going to play here the third quarter. He's going to go against Cox, Preston, Henriksen, Rudd, and Skimper. And nice pass there by Drew. Great cut. Way to make it happen, boys. That was pretty. That's the way basketball is supposed to be played. Share the basketball, find the open person, and Jason Cox is the beneficiary to that pass to make it work. That's what I call a highlight.
That's a highlight.
Roscop to the rim, but couldn't get the right hand to fall for the left-handed player.
Joining Roscop coming out of the break looks like Ba, Vincent. Number 23 is Schaefer and Goshert.
That's how they'll start the second half here. Into the corner to Vincent they go. He goes around Preston. And Goshert fires the long two-pointer, no good. Rudd rips the rebound. Now to Henriksen, but Henriksen was already past him. That's when coach says, find a guard. Find a guard.
Love that they like to play fast, but, sometimes you get that when you're trying to play fast.
Find a guard, big man. Do what you do best.
Henderson says, it's all good, man. Just give me next time.
Aaron's always good with enthusiasm, man. That kid is a happy kid.
Yeah, he's a senior leader out there for this JV squad, and what he brings is a lot of the attitude and uplifting spirit in these games. They're in a lot of tight ones already this season.
That's right, and you make a comment there. A lot of teams and a lot of kids, as Drew Skimper scores a nice little layup, might not even go out for basketball the senior year when they know probably the majority of any of their minutes would be in the junior varsity side. But Aaron has taken that role as this is where he's going to be and where he can make an impact.
Good play
he
there
does
by
an
Rudd.
excellent job of energy, rebounding, and they moved him to a guard this year instead of playing in the post. Brody Preston will fire the long three, no good. But I just wanted to tell Aaron how good a job he does even as a senior here on junior varsity.
And he'll come in for the varsity game as well, and, when he comes in, there's an immediate impact because he brings that attitude to that varsity squad too.
He's worked pretty hard at his basketball game a couple years ago. He was pretty raw.
Pretty raw.
Pretty raw. Cox on the wing has it ripped out of there by Roscop with the left hand. He'll go all the way to the rim, up and in and score. Cox fouled him, and they'll go to the line for a three-point play. Dumb foul there by Cox. Can I say that?
You can say that.
I did say that. Right there, he's got no chance of getting a hold of him. Roscop.
Yeah, it wasn't really a foul like he was trying to get him not to score the basket. Kind of just bodied up to him and jumped up with him.
Ripped it from him, took it down there, made him foul him, scored the bucket. Now the free throw. It couldn't have gone any better for Mr. Roscop, any worse for Jason Cox as he does capitalize on the free throw.
Preston with the long pass finds Cox in the corner. He gets it to Skimper, the trailer. Finds Rudd in the paint, but he's met by three Warriors. He has to just kick it back out. Hendrickson thinks about it, thinks otherwise. Goes back to Skimper in the Drew zone is what you were calling it earlier.
It is the Drew zone, but
not tonight. It's not the Drew zone.
I just saw his dad walk in. He finally got cow chores done and stuff. And I imagine he's going to be happy he hasn't seen his first half.
Yeah, he made up for it right there with a good defensive play. A nice block by Skimper.
Trying to match Roscop, and he goes right around him and scores.
Yeah, and
Drew's got to understand Roscop
It's quick.
is quick, and he has not shot a single outside shot yet. Skimper picks it up in the Drew zone and rattles it out again.
Hasn't had to shoot an outside shot as the Huskies just are doing not a really great job of keeping Roscop in front of him. You know he's going to drive.
Here's Bond now. Flips over Kosic.
North looks down. Roscop called for it, but North saw him just a little too late. Hendrickson crashed down. Preston on Goshert. Over to Roscop. Schaefer working against Drew Skimper. Hendrickson right there with a good tip. Just can't quite get it in.
And
Roscop drives once again.
This one couldn't fall, and Ball gets it, but it's
Tough.
knocked out of there by his teammate. Ball's
Tough break by Baugh.
still on the floor. Good hustle there by Rudd, but yeah.
Yeah, Baugh came down with the rebound and ran right into, I believe, Schaefer. Huskies aren't really looking to score, it seemed like, right there on the top of the key, as both had shooting opportunities, no one with them.
Well, I haven't seen Drew Skimper pass that shot up, open on the elbow line in his career.
Yeah.
And never seen a lack of confidence from him either to just fire that ball up, but it's just been rattling out for him here in the junior varsity game. Here's Brody Preston with a nice nifty move, going to find Drew open on the elbow. He'll go again.
I mean, you can't. All you can say is you just kind of got to keep shooting that, because you know, in his career, he's pretty great from that spot.
Dirty Mr. Brody Preston.
Yeah, he got all of that one.
Got all of that one. Put it on his highlight film, right there. Throw it off of there. He'll
Pegged
enjoy it.
against the wall.
Not quite as good as his full-length three-point buzzer beater, though.
No.
That was a couple years ago. This three-pointer is blocked by Jason Cox.
Yeah, Whitman took the three there, but Cox got a piece of it. Caden Lowry with the quick shot, gets his own rebound and shoves it
scores
back
it.
in. 2 points there for Caden Lowry. He gets on the board.
He hustled out, got out in front of all the Warriors.
Followed his shot, got his own rebound.
That's what positioning and being in the right place will get you an opportunity, and it happened there for Caden.
Don't always have to be the biggest guy out there to make an impact. You just got to hustle and know your job, and Caden does a great job with that.
Roscop again
Preston
with the
did a
left hand.
Poor job of keeping him in front of him. You
Well-
got to stay in front of him. The only guy out there that you know is going to for sure do that is Roscop, so take a mental note of it, Huskies.
I wonder if Coach Sides could turn and show the game film of make him go right. He's gone left to the baseline every time. Drew Skipper says, I'm too close to the rim. I'll try it from back here. And the ball will stay with the Huskies.
Yeah, North, I believe, touched it last. Kind of went off of Lowry's hands, and North tried to rally it in. Drew Skimper noticed it, just didn't try to save it. So Lowry tosses this one in for the Huskies.
Did you bring me a Christmas present? We had visitors in the crow's nest.
Yeah.
This doesn't happen very often.
Well, they know you're not talking to me, because I wouldn't get you a Christmas present.
I understand that one. So Vincent now goes across court, and the shot at the elbows up and all but good
Hit about everywhere on the
for Whitman.
basket. Baugh gets his one to go. He's had a lot of shots and good looks from there tonight, and kind of struggled as well. It's kind of been a little bit the same thing as Drew Skimper.
Couldn't find the range.
Got that one to go, though. Lowry gets the ball. I think Baugh might have got away with a little bit of a push there on Lowry.
Flip it back to Preston. Now short corner. Drew Skimper to the rim and misses it, but he'll go to the free throw
Well,
line.
this could be just what he needs to break out of those shooting woes. Sometimes just you got to do is you just need to fight in there, get to the line, hit some free throws, but you don't have that defensive pressure up against you. And
It's almost like I want to bet the radio headset here whether he's going to go over, and he doesn't. He makes it. Thank goodness I was in the middle of it. I was going to bet the farm, but then I was like, no, maybe not.
I don't know if I'd ever bet the farm.
Feels like it every year, Haim. Feels like it every year. Bet the
Sports
farm.
are strange. You never bet the farm on sports. Strange things happen. Just like the Lions beating the Cardinals. No one knew that would happen.
I didn't even pay attention to the NFL this week.
Because we had a lot of basketball recently.
That's right. I used my recovery time from.
Used it well.
Inside to Schaefer will find an open shot here. Good move by 22. Little man.
Yeah, Hermes with the skills, the ball handling skills. And like I said earlier, it just goes to show you don't have to the big guy out there to make the difference. Rudd can't get this one to go. Skimper with the rebound can't get it to go either. Kind of shakes his head a little bit.
Benson,
working against
beautiful
Rudd.
move. Oh, with a flip up and in. The Warriors have figured out.
Yeah, the Huskies are getting lazy on defense, and now it's only a 10-point game with 35 seconds left in this quarter.
They've figured out one thing. They can't stop the dribble penetration.
No.
They're getting a lot of easy opportunities just by taking the ball to the rim.
I imagine Coach Sides and Brands are going to have something to say about it at the break of this one. Say, hey, guys, we know we're up, but you got to show a little bit of effort if you want to stay up.
Long three by Skimper, no good. Vincent tracks the rebound down, tries to throw it up and does. Here to Hermes. With 4 and 3, are they going to get a shot off? They'll fire it up, almost goes. Cox will let it fly. Oh! Starting our fourth quarter action off here. Golden Valley just clinging to a 10-point lead now. It's a big quarter there by the Warriors. Hendrickson gets the steal, gathers and fires, no good. And Cox will be charged with this foul.
Yep.
As this is probably your lineup for the fourth quarter, I'm gonna guess. Cox, Hendrickson, Lowry, Spear and Rudd. Hermes tries to go inside. He's gonna pick up a foul.
No, that's against Jason Cox. They just wear the same number.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. That's what I said. Right?
Hermes is not afraid to go in there with all the bodies, is he?
No, he's not. Shot up, no good.
Cox is going to run point for the Huskies. Finds Caden Lowry in the corner. Over to Cox. Kicks it inside to Rudd. As he goes up. Kind of been a little cold on the offensive side of things after a hot start for the Huskies from Rudd.
At 12 in the first half. I don't know if he's got but one bucket here in the second. Good pass by Hermes.
Yeah,
it was right there.
Whitman goes up with this one, just can't get it to go, working against Lowry.
Hermes come up limping just a little bit. Might have tweaked an ankle or something, but he looks to be ready to go battle here still. Swing it to Hendrickson. Now to Cox, now to Lowry. Trying to get it inside to Gabriel Rudd. And they find him now.
And they're going to get Schaefer, I believe, with the foul on Rudd on that pass inside.
It'll end up being Schaefer's foul, is correct. Oop, I bumped the camera here a little bit.
Got a substitution here. Number 4, that's Tanner North, is going to come in for Rael Rathbun.
Cox drops back inside to Rudd, and he's fouled on the shot this time.
Yeah, he's going to go to the line.
So it'll be Schaefer's second foul.
2 quick ones.
Nice free throw form and everything there.
Cashes in on the first. Looks cool and collected.
So Gabriel Rudd moves in this year and to an already uber talented sophomore class when it comes to the boys basketball side of things. And looks like given a few more years in this program, he can be a major contributor on the varsity level.
Yeah, you can never have too many scoring big men, especially later in the season when it seems like you need all the bodies you can get.
Cox gets blown by again. That was number 22, Hermes. Still a 10-point game with 6:30 to go.
Cox takes his time coming up the court, trying to waste a little bit of the clock, I believe. Looks for somewhere to go with it. Back to Hendrickson. Looking inside to Rudd, finds him. Working against Schaefer once again. Can't do anything with it.
That's a good look for Jason, and he splashed it.
Hand in the cookie jar on that one.
He did. He looked like he was ready to rock and fire as soon as he caught it. Love to see those guys on the bench going nuts,
Having
too.
a good time over there. Still
They
staying
are.
engaged in the game.
You know, Jason does the same thing when they're knocking them down in the varsity action. Good to see it goes both ways. Out in front of everybody, and he scored it! It was your fault if they went into overtime. And they had no fault of their own, but they could have cleaned that mess up a lot sooner had they had oral duct tape in their pants.
Always ready.
Always ready.
Got to just be prepared for any situation.
So, basketball back into it. I hope you were at least entertained by Padgate.
I don't know. We'll think of a better name than that. We've got 5 minutes left.
We've got a bit of time. Cox needs to fire that three. He just bottomed one out. They get it inside to Red, and he traveled with it. It looked like he
kind
was
of
playing.
surprised he didn't run into anybody, I think, when he turned into
Yeah, it looked like he was on the Oregon Trail. He just kept walking right on through.
It's Hermes, who's had a really nice second half, I would say, stepping into that point guard role, getting a little more playing time here. Brought it up, but quick turnover there by the Warriors. Hendrickson looks to drive.
And back out to Cox. Inside to Rudd. He's going to be open for an easy one.
Is that 16 on him for the night or more? Is there more?
I don't know. I don't think
it's hard to keep track.
I didn't do a very good job in the third quarter.
Well, we know.
We
get
know
the
he's
books after this, and we know he's having a great game on the offensive side of things.
He's definitely leading Northern Valley.
Whitman with the nice drive there, going baseline and getting the easy two.
So the second half plan of action is working out extremely well. Take the ball to the hole if you're a Warriors fan. They get it inside to Spear, and he fires it up, and he made it!
Nothing but net on that one.
Nothing but the bottom of the net. Kyle Spear from the free throw line lets her fly right there, and splash mania as the crowd goes nuts. Kyle with a great shot.
Gauchert to North, back to Gauchert. Looking to drive baseline again there, but Rudd gets a hand of it. I think he got a piece of it. Cox gets the rebound. He's going to just, with a little bit more urgency here, take it up and set the offense.
See if we can find Kyle Spear at the top of the key again. He's got the hot hand.
Step out a little more.
And they will. He's going to be covered up. We'll have to go back to Cox. Now swing to Hendrickson.
They left Cox wide open once again. He passed up another three. Handled the shoe shiner pass. Lowry is going to.
Into Kyle. He's going to be open again. Lets it fly. Just short on this one.
Gauchert saves it before it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Warriors ball, but throws it a little behind his guards. Whitman with it. Over North's head. It's going to be Huskies.
A little strong on the pass, and it'll be a turnover. As the good seats are starting to fill up, looks like we've got some college kids home from break, and there's a lot of people here in the stands. You're more than happy to come join us. You can always watch the game later on Open Spaces.
If you want to see it twice, which why wouldn't you?
Twice? I was talking 3 or 4 times.
As many times as you want, because once it gets to that archive, you can watch it over and over again.
So a 3-second violation could have been more like a 7 or 8-second violation. His sides was waiting for Gabriel Rudd to clear and never did. Had to call it on him.
Kind of building a house down there in the paint. Over to North. Looks to drive in quickly. Kind of loses the ball there. Hendrickson gets it.
Gets punched in the mouth and keeps a hold of it.
Yep.
That's what I thought. He got punched in the mouth.
I think he has a bloody nose, and so he's.
So now we've gone.
About to come off.
Well, it's interesting because.
Who's going to come into the game?
Oh, they are going to put Hansen in. He's got another quarter available.
Yeah.
So he'll play. I thought they might play with 4. Hansen only played 1 in the first, so he had another quarter available. They'll get it to Cox. He'll let it fly from 3. No good.
Kind of looked like Hansen volunteered to go in there.
Yeah, he was quick to jump off of that bench before Nice, beautiful pass inside, and it'll score.
Yeah,
Schaefer
making good
with
on
the
the
bucket, but who made that pass?
I
12.
believe it was
Whitman.
Whitman.
Whitman with a nice pass to make that happen.
Over to Hansen, looking inside for Rudd. Finds him, but Hermes gets the ball and starts running the other way with it, trying to get another quick two. Throws it off of the foot of Jason Cox, but they're not going to call the kick violation. Is it a kickball violation if they just throw it off your foot?
No, it is not a kickball violation. You actually have to purposely kick a ball and you don't have to use your foot. It's anything that involves your leg.
Anything that you can kick with?
Anything that you can kick with.
Not sure who got those two.
Yeah, that was Hansen with a buried a three. Rudd spin around, whoop-de-doo, and Hansen will score for two. So anything that you use your leg. So if it hits you in the thigh and you pick up your leg and do that, it's officially a kickball. But if you're just walking and not paying attention to the ball and or standing, if you purposely don't do it, it's not a kick violation.
Under 1 minute here to go. Huskies 50, Arapahoe 30.
Inside to Schaefer.
Both teams are still playing out hard till the end of this one, as Cox takes a little bit more time.
Northern Valley stretched this lead back out. It was a 10-point game here at the beginning of this fourth quarter. But then we had the episode there with the end pad.
Must have been the break the Huskies needed.
It was. This ball is going to go off a Gosher. Northern Valley will get it back. Hendrickson plugs the nose and Hansen to the bench after he scores his quick 5 points. Cox is waiting for the clock to start running. Their side's got it going. Inside to Spear again. He'll let it fly and scores it! Kyle Spear, everybody.
The high post has been good to Kyle this quarter, as Schaefer's trying to get a shot off quick. Only 10 seconds left in this one, as Jason might just let the clock run out. Schaefer's not going to let him.
Going to try and dump it here to Caden Lowry. Couldn't get it off, and that'll be the ball game. 52-30. Northern Valley Huskies are going to walk away with the victory in this one. For everyone who has not been on Open Spaces before, we're going to go ahead and this is how this works. We're going to go ahead and tally up our scores.